Alright, welcome. Appreciate it. Thank you everybody for checking the video out. We definitely gonna get into exactly today's game one. Another clear example of the MLB rigging. Their scripted sports. But we're gonna get into exactly the game one of this ALCS and show you guys how numerical patterns and just being very observant the specific days of the year or day of the year was a big clue into why the Boston Red Sox were going to get past the Tampa Bay Devil Rays and face the Houston Astros on today, October 15th. Very, very specific, but we're going to get into that. Appreciate you guys for joining us on a late night. Congratulations once again to the entire community on another amazing night. Very, very humbling night. Whenever you can get a clean slate, perfect day, flawless day, and especially when you get multiple chances to take advantage of a super advantageous price. So on that note, we're gonna get into the game. Thank you everybody for tuning into the video. Appreciate you guys. So multiple reasons why we like the Boston Red Sox to defeat the Tampa Bay Devil Rays and face the Houston Astros today, October 15th, the day leaving 77 days left in the year. One of the main things we always speak about is observing these numerical patterns that continue to happen. And for those of you not familiar with the system in which we use gematria, which is a numerical system that syncs up with the English alphabet and language. So, if we take a look at what's known as the gematria calculator, which is just something that attaches a number value to letters and words, you'll see October 15th is the day leaving 77 days left in the year. So this was supposed to be game one of the ALCS. And as you guys can see, Houston equals 77, as well as Boston equaling 77, just like Red Sox equals 77. So, very, very clear indication of the game one ALCS more definitely being between the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox, as you guys can see. That's exactly who played today for game one of the ALCS. But we're talking about prior to today. One of the big clues that gave it away. But that was just another surface of a riddle, paying attention to, schedules as well as numerical synchronicities between sports franchises, the cities in which they play out of, as well as the team names. Focusing more on today's game. So congratulations to everybody that took advantage of exactly what we, gave out today prior to the game. Was the Boston Red Sox on the run line. So for those of you not familiar with the run line provides you a run and a half for protection. So as you guys can see, the Boston Red Sox lost 4-5, but on the run line, Boston Red Sox were awarded a run and a half, which means that if you took the Boston Red Sox on the run line to cover the run and a half, it was a successful bet. And there was multiple times throughout the game in which you could have taken advantage of different kinds of opportunities, and we're going to get into exactly the opportunities that we're speaking about. So prior to the game time, the Boston Red Sox on the run line were about a minus 150, meaning you had to risk $150 to win 100. After the Houston Astros took an early 1-0 lead, that price dipped down to the Boston Red Sox were now about a plus 125 to cover the run and a half. So if you didn't like the price prior to the game time, you had an opportunity right after the first inning. The Houston Astros took a 1-0 lead, and there was a chance for you to jump in at a much better price of plus 125. Boston Red Sox on the run line to cover the run and a half. Now, I'm going to show you guys exactly more, examples of just how deep the numbers, play out within these scripted, games, and it's really sick. But just focusing again on the game flow, Boston did take a lead in the third inning to 3-1, which put you in another driver's seat position of where you on certain books they allow you to cash out. They carried that lead all the way up until the bottom of the sixth inning, so there was several opportunities for you to cash your bet out early. Just take the early win and get a positive return on whatever investment you might have had. But late in the game, the Houston Astros took another lead. They tied the game 3-3, which once again gave you an opportunity to jump on the Boston Red Sox plus the run and a half at another pretty solid price of about plus 120 for that run and a half protection. And the Houston Astros did end up taking a 5-3 lead going into the top of the ninth, in which Kiki Hernandez hit a home run in the top of the ninth to cover the spread and the run line and any run line that was taken during the game, during these live opportunities. So solid return on multiple run line prices throughout the game. Congratulations to the entire community on another successful MLB playoff win. Proving once again how beneficial this is to predicting these, especially Major League Baseball sports outcomes. This entire season has been very, very, beneficial, amazing, great win percentages, as well as multiple underdogs throughout the season and going into the playoffs. So, if we can just speak about these numerical patterns that tend to happen. So, Kiki Hernandez, which is the guy that pretty much saved the day for us, hit his 92nd home run of his career. If you guys can see this, we're just going to focus on this. Coming into today's game, he had 91 career home runs. So he hit his 92nd career home run today versus the Astros. And as you guys can see, Astros equaling 92. The perfect team to hit your 92nd home run against Astros 92 in English Ordinal. I found that very, very interesting, and definitely came at the right time. So salute to Hernandez for being able to put us in that position to cash those bets. Also, the very, very I found obvious and just coincidental, but definitely not coincidental. This was the guy Ryan Stanek. He ended up getting the win for this game. The starters didn't go enough in the game to be declared for the win, but Ryan Stanek, just checking out his record for the year. So as you guys can see, he finished the season 3-5. He did get a win against the Chicago White Sox during the ALDS, so that coincidentally put him at technically 4-5 for this season, which is very, very funny. So he's 4-5 coming into today's game. He wears the number 45 for the Houston Astros, which is very, very funny. So we have a pattern of this number 45. He came into the game 4-5, like the number 45. He wears the number 45. The Houston Astros, the Boston Red Sox were defeated today by the Houston Astros 4-5, and as well as multiple other 45. This game was being played on Fox, and Fox equals 45, which is another funny synchronicity. Also, today is the 197th day of the Major League Baseball season since it started on April 1st. 197 is the 45th prime. Again, very, very odd. All these synchronicities coming into play. And Major League equaling 45 in the purest cipher. So multiple 45s throughout this entire game. On the board for this specific pitcher, Stanek, who ended up getting declared the win. So with the win, I believe he became 5-5 on the season. But even taking that a step further and just focusing on how these specific numbers continue to play, So with the win, he became 5-5 technically on the season, 3-5 during the regular season, and 2-0 for this postseason. Uh, the pitcher that came in to close the game, now focusing on the number 55, was Ryan Presley. Ryan Presley wears the number 55. And also Houston, with this win today, became 5-5 all time in the playoffs versus the Boston Red Sox. So, as you guys can see, numbers do play a very prominent role in the outcomes of these games, and there's no way that all these numerical patterns and syncs that happened in this one specific game could be happening all by coincidence or by accident. There's several instances where one number continues to show and play right in front of your eyes, and if you're not paying attention, you definitely could miss it. But obviously, on this channel and in this community, we pay attention to all of the numbers at play. So, very symbolic what happened today specifically. Congratulations once again to the entire community for taking advantage of the Boston Red Sox, on the run line to cover the 1.5. And again, the reason why the Boston Red Sox to cover the run line theoretically could have been a better play than taking the Houston Red Sox on the money line was because the Houston Astros. I'm sorry, the Houston Astros. The Houston Astros on the money line were about minus 150, in some books minus 160 money line to defeat the Boston Red Sox. So the Red Sox getting the 1.5 on the run line were about minus 145, minus 150. So you definitely got a little bit of a better price, and you also got the cushion by taking the Boston Red Sox plus the 1.5 on the run line than you did taking the Houston Astros minus 155, minus 160 on the money line to defeat the Boston Red Sox. So, in some cases, it definitely, the Houston Astros did cover a money line as well as the Boston Red Sox covering the run line. So either way you decided to play it was a win. The only loser was definitely the Boston Red Sox to win the game. Moneyline was a loser, as well as the Houston Astros to win by more than one run was a loser. But again, to us it made more sense to take the Red Sox on the run line. There was multiple things on the board for a potential Red Sox upset. But again, having very a significant amount of playoff games, specifically with Major League Baseball under our belt, as well as tons of experience when it comes to gematria, MLB, and the postseason, we definitely felt like it was a smarter and safer play to take the Red Sox plus the 1.5 on the run line. As you guys can see, they took care of business, and there also was several opportunities throughout the game to take advantage of better prices. So, salute to all the Sharks, all the veterans that aggressively attacked. Another solid riddle and another solid play. Once again, all plays are given out prior to game time. If you're not already a member, the link will be in the description for anybody that definitely wants to join the community and get in tune with what we're doing. And also, for all the exclusive and top tier members, definitely release new content on big World Series clue. World Series winner clue that's floating around there. So definitely exclusive content is available on the Patreon for anybody that wants to upgrade. Salute to you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Once again, congratulations to everybody. Great way to end the week. Great way heading into the weekend. And on that note, we're gonna get up out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend. Have a safe weekend, and continue to support those who genuinely support you. We're gonna keep trying to get rid of all the fugazis and the frauds in this community, as well as all the there's a bunch of people in there plagiarizing and stealing material, as well as a bunch of stalkers all throughout this community, which is really sad and annoying. But we're going to continue to push through. So on that note, everybody else enjoy the rest of your night. Check the chat real quick. Donovan, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. If you definitely want to get in tune with what we're doing, feel free to join the community. Definitely look forward to all new members and perspectives. On that note, enjoy the rest of you guys' night. Take care. Have a safe one. And I look forward to bringing you guys more examples and more content on how these scripted sports continue to be rigged by the numbers. So, have a great night. Definitely was my pleasure.